my dear Pisces, I want to wish you a happy birthday month. This is a love reading for you, where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed by me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We will also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts or respect to tell you the truth with my new deck, the Brutally Honest Oracle cards. And if you want to become a member to my channel, you should know that as an extended member, you can get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And news is that I'm now doing personal and spiritual growth readings for all the members to my channel and personal readings for the full members to my channel. Subscribe and then check this out through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more. This reading will be for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Pisces, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind are feeling for you and where their thoughts are at when it comes to you. It can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I will also reveal what they would tell you if they dared to tell the truth to your face. And for a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Pisces person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. In the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I will use the ANIMA MUNDI Tarot for the readings part, and my own set of Brutally Honest Oracle cards for the revealing of their true thoughts part, true thoughts and feelings part. Okay, when I open your deck here, I see the Lovers together with two of Wands. So I'm seeing a lot of possibilities, that this person sees a lot of possibilities with your relationship. There's endless possibilities, but I'm thinking they're holding off or not feeling that it's the right time right now, or it might be that you have put up boundaries towards them and don't want to maybe communicate with them or have these possibilities. Okay, so I call the Divine with Love and Light, and here we have the King of Cups together with the Lovers. It seems like you also love this person, that there's also this love for this person. But since this is a kind of Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, but you might be dealing with a water sign, or it's, I'm feeling like it's just a depiction of how much this person actually do love you, and that it's for real. Okay. So I called for archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have the Six of Coins together with Six the Lovers. So it's not like a lust that this person wants you. It seems more like friendship and building on things together in equalness and respect. Okay. So I call the six elements. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles with the Lover. So this person definitely wants a new beginning with you, but with the Two of Wands, they see a lot of possibilities, but they might hold off or hold themselves in the background, or they're having self-control, they're exercising self-control, but they definitely want a new beginning with you. So six elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Pisces viewers. So I want my dear Pisces to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so for the feminine Pisces, I think there's a reason to maybe why you have said no to this person if you did. It has to do with the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Wands that we saw. There has been conflict, turmoils, not being able to see eye to eye, not wanting the same future. So you have used the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords to put up boundaries to kind of protect yourself from being used and abused in this situation for whatever reason, but a reason that's from the past. Okay, so just tune in for a few seconds here to you and the person most on your mind, and I want to reveal their true thoughts and feelings towards you. Okay. So this will be the most likely action that the person would want to take towards you, and this is their feelings towards you and the relationship, and this is the thoughts they have. So in their mind they are planning for a love relationship with you, or they want a love relationship, but they're well aware of your point of view in this situation, that you have felt very used and abused, and that you have sacrificed yourself or felt like they didn't value you, or they took you for granted, and I'm thinking you still have love for this person even so, but it seems like it's your inner child that has been used and abused in this situation, and your kind of witch aspect, the female queen witch aspect, has put an end to this. So this person realizes this, but they still love you. Okay, and this is their feelings, and we have the Hangman. So again, we see this with them holding off or not integrating with you in the situation, maybe waiting for a sign from the divine, from you, from the universe. What shall I do? So it's like they are ready for creation, to create a web, maybe to swoop you in, but I don't know. They are here. We have Justice. It's 11, 1 + 1, 2. So I feel this is connected to the Two of Wands. Yes, okay. That they are trying to be good here or behave. 11, 12. Hold back, do what's right. If you feel like the person most on your mind has rejected you, it might be out of that they don't want to hurt you, or they don't want to instigate trouble in your life again. But for others, it just maybe they respect your no, that you have said no, and they are respecting it. Okay, so this is the most likely action. We have a Knight of Wands. So you're going to see some action from this person, I think, most definitely. King of Cups, King of Wands. This is a person that can take responsibility, and they can pursue the thing they want. The Knight of Wands is also very enthusiastic, but it doesn't mean that this person isn't fearful, maybe trying to reach out to you, or giving you some kind of sign. But I feel they are sacrificing their more vulnerable part to be kind of the bigger person in this situation, or to be brave, or to get things moving on. But they are also ready for if you tell them no. So they will take it. But if they can do anything to repair your relationship, they will want to try that. Okay, so this is their thoughts, and we have a Queen of Cups. So they are well aware of the love that they feel for you and the respect, and they would want to build something together with you, something where both people are building on their side to reach like a common ground together in the center. This seems like this person has very good intentions when it comes to you. And here we have the Ace of Wands. So they feel like a burning sensation that they want to do something, but in the same time they are shackled by the circumstances. It might be guilt for what they have done towards you in the past, or it might be that they themselves have problems inside themselves that they don't want to burden you with. They might have attachment problems, like a drinking problem, drug problem, or just psychological problems from abusive situations in their life. And they also feel maybe that they don't know fully if they would be able to be on their best behavior with you. But with the Temperance card, I'm thinking they are integrating their shadow. And when we hate the negative traits in our personality, it grows into a big shadow. So the more we have this self-loathing, the bigger and more horrible shadow we will have. And the more we can integrate the shadow and actually use it as a tool for the situation where it's well suited. Let's say that, for example, you have this person might be very judgmental and always see the worst in people. That is something, it's a tool. It's not to be used all the time, but it's a tool to determine if this is a person you can trust or not. Or at least if your own inner self thinks that this is a person you can trust or not. So if we have very good judgment, we don't have to make assumption about people that the judgment we have is true, but we can use our little bit suspicion to watch and see what will happen. So we get this judgment and it's like information to us, but we don't have to treat the person bad because we have this judgment. We can just wait and see, because sometimes our judgment is also like generalizations. We can think, so you are from that religious group, then you're probably going to act like this. But I'm not going to paint it on your forehead just because I have this presumption or this idea. So I'm going to wait until you have proven your true personality to me. And then I can, okay, so I was right. This person is a little bit of a fanatic. And so this is how I will deal. So a keen sense of judgment can make a person being put into situations, or less put into situations that will be surprising. So we will have more of our wisdom or our intelligence to use in that situation. But it doesn't mean that we should immediately judge a person. So, and when we integrate our shadow, which is being judgmental, we use it as a tool. We don't use it as it was almighty power, like I know immediately you are like this. We wait and see, and we know the information our subconscious have given us, and we take precautions, but we don't make the other person feel bad about how we have judged them the moment we met them. We are letting them prove themselves. And that's when their shadow is integrated, and we will come off as a less judgmental person and more as a wise person. And this is how a shadow is being integrated. So it can be a lot of different things. That's this person's shadow, but they're definitely working with integrating it. Also, we can say that the devil is 15, 1 plus 5, 6. So it's connected to the Lovers card. And here we also have Temperance, 15, 14, and this is the alchemic wedding. So the Lovers card is the first card of love in the major arcana. This is the second card of love. The third is the Sun card, which is the holy matrimony. It's when a person has integrated their shadow and healed their inner child. They have become whole or holy and are ready for like they're fully in self-love and are ready for the holy matrimony. This is the alchemic wedding, where we kind of married our shadow or our demon, inner demon, or our opposite, the thing we don't know about ourselves just yet. And that's why I also say that remember that this person holds a mirror to your shadow. It's because if you met this person, you're so irritated with this person, it's because this person holds, they have the same personality probably as your shadow, the part of you that you might be suffocating or hating or don't like. And that's why this person is also so irritating to you or upsetting. So, and it's first when we are wholly healed that we don't have these shadows anymore, but then we get new challenges and may display new shadows. So, or the universe is ready to kind of go into the to eternity, because we have learned all we were here to learn. Okay, so on the fourth part, it seems like they are planning for like a reunion with you, or working together with you, or improving the work that they do with you, because they have such love and respect for you, but they don't have equal love and respect for themselves, and they're working on this with integrating their shadow and loving themselves. And when a person are doing this, it might be that it's still a lot of drama that will be displayed in the relationship, because they're still full of self-loathing. So this is their feelings part, and we have the Magician, it's 1. We have also Ace of Wands, 1. And so it's a person wants to use certain tools to get things started. We see here the Hangman. They have waited, they have been patient, but it feels like they would want to get things started here, and that's what they feel. And it seems like this is a little bit against your will. They want something that maybe you don't want, with what I have read in so far, that you are actually saying no. And at least on the surface, this is what they have seen, that you are saying no. Even if you might feel like, no, it was always them that said no, but in some way you have said no to them, and they have realized this, they have taken this into consideration. But now it seems like they would want to, persuade you, or they would want to get you to see things their way. And here we have a 9 of Pentacles. So I feel like they're trying to be grown up about it. They're trying to be taking care of themselves, doing their own thing, not burdening you with their needs or what they want, but they still want it. But with the 9, it's the Hermit energy, so they're not still not instigating anything. They are kind of like vibrating like a thoroughbred in a starting box on the racetrack that's just ready for making this race. But something inside of them is also maybe a little teeny what I'm feeling here is picking up is, so if you don't want me, I shall not, I will not get in your way. So it's a little bit, maybe a little bit martyr, or feeling a little bit sad and giving up a little bit, even though they haven't really given up. But it's in the dynamic together with you that if you don't want them, they shouldn't display this eagerness here. So they're trying to hold on. And actually with the 9 of Pentacles, also 8, 9, they're working on self-love. So if you are not there building things with them, at least they can build something for themselves. Sometimes the Magician and the 9 of Pentacles here will be a little bit playboy attitude. So for those of you, there will be different degrees in hell. For some of you, this will be exact, and for other people, it will be distorted in one way or the other. Maybe you haven't really split apart, but it's just you being a little bit grumpy because you remember the past and you can't really get over it, but you're still in the relationship. And for other people, this might be been a horrible, abusive relationship, and so it's different degrees in hell. And in the worst degrees in hell, this will be a person that is kind of just taking care of themselves, being a little bit selfish, seeing to their own needs, trying to not care for you. But for most of you that's in the center or close to the center, this will be a person wanting you, but not trying to kind of persuade you into what you don't want. And here we have this persuasion into what you don't want. And we saw the Queen of Swords together with the 5 of Wands before. So you have made a judgment that this relationship, you don't want the same things. You don't have the same needs. And this person needs is what's making you feel like unloved, and your needs is what's making them overwhelmed or unloved. And for example, it can be that, couldn't you give me more notes writing that you love me? And the other person feels hoovered and feels like when their mommy gave them a list on to do things for the day after they came from school. So it can be very is different. Okay, so Ace of Wands, Five of Wands. So here I'm feeling a little bit more with this. They are recognizing that you are not seeing eye to eye, and they realize that you are right with the relationship didn't work particularly well. And here they are a little bit more, I'm feeling a little bit more martyrdom. So it's kind of growing, but it comes out of this will where the person wants to communicate with you, wants to instigate something with you, but out of respect or out of madness is when you're trying to do the same thing over and over, and it still doesn't work, and you still do it over and over and over. So maybe they don't want to be mad, or they don't want to put hope in something that's hopeless, but it creates an irritation within them that you're rejecting them or saying no to their wants here, but they're still trying to like be the bigger person, but inside of them it's cooking a little bit. And Nine of Cups. So 9, they're working on self-love. There's still definitely things they really need from you with the Devil and the Nine of Cups. Devil is needs and the Nine of Cups is needs, and it's how we fulfill them. And sometimes we fulfill them with, let's say that you have a need to be comforted, but you feel like you need to be very cold and distant, because this is what's asked of you from society, that you shouldn't be like needy and need someone to comfort you or hold you. So you're trying to be cool with it, and in the end you start drinking instead. So it can be that kind of thing. But with the nine of Cups, it's lightening up a little bit. It shows that this person is trying to find alternative ways to fulfill their needs that's not self-destructive. So for example, stop drinking and starting to talk about one's problems and needs, maybe in an AA group where we say that this is like how I feel, that I'm pressured into behaving this way, but this is who I really am. And you can talk about it with people that has like the same problem, and you feel like you're not alone, and you start to love and accept yourself more, and that you're actually supposed to be the way you were. You don't have to change, and therefore you don't have to drink, because if you can be yourself, you don't need an outlet for the emotions that you are not allowed to display. So that's, again, it's just 1 degree, different degrees in hell. Some may not have like a drinking problem. It can just be, I fiddle with my phone all the time. So again, different degrees. And here we have a 4 of Cups, and it's the Hermit Crab together with 2 9s. So I think there's an inner fight going on within this person emotionally, where they truly want and need you, but they don't express it, and the energy needs to have outlet somewhere. And it's partly in them being a little bit angry with you, maybe blaming you for not letting them come and show you the love. and another part of them is trying to be very grown up, and another part of them is trying to work through their own issues, take care of themselves, love themselves, love their own shadow, and not display it out into the world. For example, I can still play the rules of society and act like I don't have these emotions, but in my home, in my apartment, I let myself feel whatever I feel, and I nurture myself and I take care of myself. So I see that this person is on a very beautiful path of self-discovery and self-love, and they are putting themselves first here, because they're trying to take off society's conditioning and realize that they are lovable just the way they are. And this is a beautiful process of growing with the human. The Hangman is also these gateways that we go through, different maturity level. We go from child to teenager, or from teenager to adult. These often in native cultures, we have different festivities or challenges that a person needs to go through to come from one state to the other. And this is what this person is going through right now. They're going from a state where they try to live up to people's expectation to a state where they try to live up to their own expectations. And this is a level of maturity that happens when a person is on a spiritual road, on a personal growth routine. But I don't think they want to reach out to you. And we saw the Nine of Wands here, and we have the Magician and the Eight of Pentacles. So it's very, very likely that they will do something nice, like reach out in some way that will be helpful, or you can't hate it because it's nice. It's still that the person wants something for themselves in the end. And so they're not doing it totally unselfish. The totally unselfish thing maybe were to keep away from you at all times if you had said so, that no. But they still feel this galloping feeling, like I want to go on this race. I want it to happen already. So they want manifestation with you. And that's something pulling inside of them, and it might be their destiny or their soul that's pulling them to do this. So it can seem selfish that they don't let you off the hook when you have said no, but on the other side, who knows what is controlling our heart and the needs in our heart, these cravings for something that we don't yet have. I think it's kind of the carrot that's being held in front of us by spirit or divine, so that we will go on the challenging road that we have chosen for this lifetime. So it's like an adventure movie that we need to go through a lot of challenges to get a good outcome in the end. And so this is the challenge that triggered this person to do these amazing things that will bring them spiritual growth. And here we have the most likely action. We have the Tower. So I'm getting like a lot of pressure. This person has a lot of pressure inside of them. They have this, they want to prove themselves to you. They want to prove that they are this amazing person, and you don't really let them. So we have a little bit of Tower moment here. And but it's Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. I think they can keep it together, but they are probably having a personal little bit of meltdown. They want things to be in one way, but they are in this other way, and it's making them a little bit crazy, or I can't take it. But Emperor here, so they will take it. They are holding themselves too high to have this mental breakdown in front of God or everybody. So they're just the tree still stands on the volcano, even if it's like it really wants to shoot up in the air. Queen of Cups, Magician, the Tower. So it's definitely you influencing them to this, that they want to communicate with you but can't. So, and the Four is, it's like a square box, so they are not trying to, because you have told them that you don't want their crap or their stupid shadow. So, and they would want to give you their crap and their stupid shadow because they want to be with you. They want to like have a relationship with you in which they can practice on becoming a better and better person, because this is how we do it. We fail, we do mistakes, we irritate other people get mad at us, we get feedback, we learn. And this person wants to go on this journey to have this feedback from you, but you have said, no, I don't want this. And Ten of Cups, so a lot of love, and love is kind of surviving this, that you don't see eye to eye, and that there's a lot of challenges and triggering in this relationship. But the 5 here, it's in connection to the 14, 1 plus 4, 5. These two are especially connected, because the Temperance, how you can integrate your shadow, it's by battling with it on the outside in the person in front of you. And you learn from them. So first you are yourself and you're coming into the relationship, and here comes the other person. This is a total stuck up. They can't show emotions, and you are a total Queen of Cups, so you're all emotions. And then you rub off on each other in this a little bit hellish dance here, with your demons dancing so well together, and you learn. So you learn to become more stuck up, and they learn to become more emotional. And that's when you have become more than you were before. You were 100% before, now you are 200%. And when you go into another relationship, you will be 100%, but with the thing you learned in the past. So the 200% has become 100%, and you meet another person and you have this and you become 200% again, and it moves on like this. And this is how we learn. And this person, and they feel this pull from their soul because they want to learn things with you. So they're feeling a lot of love towards you, and even though you don't want them, they still love you. Okay. And here we have the 7 of Wands. So trying to tough up, trying to battle it through, to not give up, your self-esteem, not give up your dignity, not give up your guns, basically. I don't know exactly where this is going to lead. 4 of Wands. I'm thinking it's they are not going to give up you. They will fight for this to the end, and they will try to keep their less flattering outbursts for themselves. Maybe in an attempt to try to prove to you that they are not this crazy person that they were before. Maybe before, if they didn't get what they wanted, they would have knocked on your door like the whole night and day and the day after and the week after. And now they are not doing that, but they are not giving up on you, because they, in the end, they want a relationship with you. Maybe marriage with you. Alchemist, the alchemic wedding. 4 of Cups, taking care of one's own emotion, because there's no one there to care anyway. And 4 of Wands, marriage, celebration, bonds, that's kind of unbreakable. So I'll see what they would want to say to you. Someone will always get hurt. And I'm thinking they're saying it with a wisdom, that they can't be perfect. They will have these flaws, and you will be triggered and you will get hurt, and that is a part of it. It's not something you can take away from the equation. We should, of course, have each other's backs, be loyal towards each other, and try to work it through, try to communicate. If these things aren't there, there's no communication, the other person isn't loyal, they don't have your back, then, well, then people can really get hurt, really abused, and it can be really horrible. So we need to have some foundation in the relationship. And when that foundation isn't there anymore, there's no relationship anymore. And this might be what has happened here in the past, that some of these foundation stones were broken. I'm walking through the dark night of the soul. Yes, they are, and they're doing a great job is what I'm seeing. It's a person like really trying to battle their demons and integrate their shadow and look at their fears, look at their pain, look at their triggers. They're trying to be the bigger person, not trying to smear their stuff on other people, but keeping it for themselves, and in the same time holding so much passion, so much love inside of them. But I'm thinking all these things are trigger this person to work on themselves, so it's a good thing. My surrounding didn't approve. I'm feeling that this person might have been in certain culture groups that where it was there's always these set rules that is unwritten rules, but everyone knows it anyway. For example, always bitch talk about your partners. For example, oh, so you're whipped, or things like this. So it feels like this person didn't have support from their surrounding when it comes to your relationship. And I'm also getting that they have maybe made new friends that's not like the old friends, and their new friends doesn't approve of the way they were before. And this is also helping them, like road signs, when they're walking through the dark night of the soul. What is normal and what's not, what is abusive behavior, what is not abusive behavior. So they're learning by also tough love, where their surrounding doesn't approve about what they are doing. Okay, so what about the future here? We have all the time in the world. So with the 10 of Cups here and the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Wands, I think they won't give up on you. So it doesn't matter if they get you first when you are in a wheelchair on the elderly home. It's still there. It's like still there. And we have our bad match, and it's the center card. And I think this is the cornerstone of this issue, that you have always felt that you are a bad match. You really shouldn't be together. Your surrounding thought, oh, this is such a self-destructive relationship. You're so codependent to each other. You bring out the worst in each other. And this person realizes this, but they still feel like I'm walking through the dark night of the soul. They feel like this is also meant to be in some way. And I still don't know if I ever loved you. I'm feeling a lot of guilt with this card, so I'm feeling it's attached to this. Because as long as their shadow was in the shadow and they couldn't get, they couldn't get in connection with it, they couldn't feel their own emotions. And so I still don't know if I ever loved you. It's guilt. I still don't know if I ever showed you love, because I'm hearing this song. It's Elvis Presley, and I don't know exactly what he's singing because I'm only hearing like the melody right now. But I know the meaning of this song, and it's that I should have loved you more, or I should have given you more, or I should have. Okay, if I didn't, I would want to do it now, something like that. So I will write it down. If I didn't something. So they would want to do it now. So it definitely seems like their more loving part is the part that has been in the shadow, and they have acted maybe cold towards you in the past, and this is why you felt so used and abused, and you didn't feel respected. But now they seem to have found their heart, and it's making them go a little crazy, but they still have their old tools. You remember, you don't exchange, you don't become a softie when you were a hard ass before, but they're actually kind of connecting this. They have all this love for you, but they also have self-control. So they don't lose their old tool of being able to be in self-control, but they gain a new tool. And I think you have done the same. You have your old tool with being very empathic and loving, but you have gained a new tool, which is about having boundaries and putting yourself in respect. And I feel very thoroughly that this person doesn't feel like they are worthy of you. They feel like they are out on a very wobbly ground, and they don't know that if the promise they want to make to you, if they can actually keep them with not screwing up. So that's their biggest fear, is screwing up, and doing so while being blinded by their own shadow. That is so that might be why they are not 100% engaging in the relationship, because they have so much on the outside kind of telling them no as well. Someone will always get hurt, and they are not in a best place either, maybe feeling depression, things like this. You are a bad match. You always quarrel. You don't see eye to eye. The surrounding doesn't approve. No one likes you when you are together. Like, you bring out the worst in each other. And it's because you trigger each other and show each other your shadow, but also your wound. This is how you got wounded. What are you going to do about it? How are you going to see to that you don't get wounded again? And also this coldness that they displayed in the past, which they are very much ashamed of. And they don't know if they will fall back, and start to use this survival skill again. Yeah, codependency. So they felt like this relationship was really codependent, and as a mad person, they don't want to be a mad person, so they don't want to do the same crazy thing over and over again. So they're trying to hold on to not engaging, but I think their heart is for a very long period yours, maybe to the end of their days. Okay. So this is what I see for you so far. So thank you, Pisces, for watching. I really hope that this was helpful.
Red planes in the night sky with you.
If you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective.
Getting high in the sunrise with you.
The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level, and you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, no I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you. I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button, where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you're still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude.